Greetings, YouTubers. I was just sitting here thinking about when I was a child, we used to play outdoors. Children nowadays, they don't play outside like we used to play. When I remember, like when I was a child, one of my little friends would come by the house and say, "Can Verta come out to play?" And my mother would say, "No, she's doing her chores. When she finish her chores, then she can come out." And sometimes the child would come in and help me finish the chores so I could get out that much quicker. But nowadays, children don't play like we used to play. Because when we played and we had fun. We played house, we played doctor, we played lawyer, cowboys and Indians. We even played, not we, but I had these little dolls. Back then, they didn't have black dolls. They had these little white dolls, and quite naturally, their hair was not our texture. So, so funny. But me, you know how back then we would comb our dolls' hair, we would wash them up, give them bath, wash their clothes, change their clothes, feed them. We would do all those things with those dolls. But the hair, we would try to dress them up. Like we were going to have our little tea party with our little dolls, and we going to do their hair and make sure, my dolls is in order, looking up to the par. We can't go to the tea party looking anyhow. So I'm trying to do the little doll's hair and the texture of their hair. Like if you tried to braid their hair, there's one little strand or a few little strands that will pop out of the braid. Or if you're trying to do a corn roll, the hair never would cooperate with me. And I would say, this doll just don't want to do right. It can't do right. So sometimes I would end up cutting the doll's hair. And then sometimes you don't put so many rubber bands and you don't try to put a little ponytail or braid or whatever. And then after a while, the doll look like it has alopecia because all you can see is a bald spot and just showing where they had sewn in the hair. You see little rolls where they had sewn in the hair of the doll, and your doll had alopecia, had a bald spot in the back, bald spot on the side. Because I was trying to get that doll's hair right. It wouldn't cooperate because it wasn't our texture of hair. It just wouldn't cooperate, and because of that, I never was a hair person because of that. But anyway, we played and we had fun. We made our mud pies. We had our tea parties with our tea sets. We played. We played ball. We would bounce the ball. We would play basketball, football, kickball, ping pong. We played. We kicked rocks. We threw rocks. We even had 10 kids that we would stand on and march down the street, up down the sidewalk with. We would get in tires and have someone roll us down the sidewalk. We rode our bikes. We ran. We would race each other. We had fun. We just played. We had our own imaginary band. We would beat the tree or beat a stick or a board or whatever. We had our own little musical band. We just had fun. We played. We played jacks. We jumped ropes. We had hopscotch. We played hopscotch. The boys would play marbles. We had fun back then. And we would fight one minute, especially when we thought we were playing a game and we thought someone was cheating. Oh, we'd fight about that. Oh, that was serious. But then after we fought, we go back to playing. We didn't have guns and knives and trying to kill each other. We played. We swang in the swings and we were Superman for a couple of seconds, jumping out of the swings and landing on the ground. We rolled down the hills in the park and got all them cuckabugs all over us. Those things were sticky, but we would get back up, climb that hill, and roll back down that hill again. We played. We had fun. We would toss leaves, kick leaves. We would throw leaves at each other. We'd have snowball fights. We made snowmen. We would even skate on the ice in the wintertime when when it was ice. We would skate on that ice. We had fun. We had skates. We had roller skates. We had skateboards. We played. We played. We would play, that's my car, that's your car. No, that's my car. We even played hide and seek, follow the leader. red light, green light. We had all those different games we played. We would paint pictures. We drew pictures. We had fun. We played jacks. We read books. It was just a lot for us to play. We had our imagination. There was so many of us that we just interacted with each other, and you could have one group of children would be on one side playing something, another set of children would be somewhere down the street playing something else, and we were just all over the place. But we played. We all knew each other. I grew up in a black neighborhood, and we all knew each other. We knew each other's parents, where we lived. We knew the names of our parents, their parents. We knew everybody. Everybody knew everybody. And we had fun as a child, but you don't see that nowadays. You don't see children playing outside like we played outside. I know times are harder, times are dangerous, than what they were when I came along. But I just noticed you don't see children playing like I played when I was a child. And we had so many different games. We had board games too. We had board games. All kind of board games. We did not have video games. We did not sit up in the house and watch TV all day. We had chores. And we didn't have but the one TV, and it was black and white, and it sat in the living room, and everyone watched the same thing, the same show. And Berta was the remote control sometimes. I was the remote control. We were the remote controls. We didn't have remote controls. TVs were black. It wasn't no big screen TV at that. It probably was like 12 or 14 inches. It was a small TV. But we all sat down in the living room and we all watched the same shows together as a family. We ate at the table as a family. When we finished cleaning the table off, when cleaning the kitchen and washing the dishes and putting everything away, mopping, whatever, sweeping and mopping the kitchen, then we would sit down and watch TV. We'd watch a few shows and then it was time to go to bed. Then, back then, they had a public service announcement that said, it's 11 o'clock. Do you know where your children are? Yes, every single night at 11. Then the news came on, and then the national anthem played, and then that TV went fuzz, just black, blue-black, fuzz. That was the end of the TV. We didn't have TV 24/7. Didn't have it. I don't know what time it came on in the morning, because by the time we got up to get ready to go to school, Captain Kangaroo with Mr. Green Jean was on, because we was getting ready to go to school. But we played. We had fun playing, doing things, using our imagination, swinging and dancing and laughing and running and racing each other. We played. We played. And I enjoyed my childhood, but I just noticed you don't see children playing nowadays. You just don't. Really don't. And that's sad, really. Yeah, that's sad. Because we rode our bikes and climbed trees. I was a tall boy. Climb trees. We'd fight each other. We'd box, kick each other. We done some of everything imaginable. But we had fun. We had fun. We played. And I enjoyed my childhood just thinking about that how we played outdoors. And we had other children to play with outdoors. And like if somebody came by the house and they wanted you to come out, can ask your parent, can they come out and play? Can you come out and play? If you could, you would. And if you had the chores to do, you had to finish your chores. So yeah, it was just a different era, different time. But we played games. Now y'all play video games. Y'all on that TV 24/7 playing video games. It wasn't like that. We didn't have video games. We didn't have color TV. We didn't have big screen TVs. We didn't have none of that. But we survived. But we played a lot. Anything, nurse, doctor, whatever. We played. Mud pies, made mud pies. And we used to catch insects. We used to catch these white butterflies. They were plentiful. And bees, where we had our little jars. We had little glass jars, like our mayonnaise jar or a pickle jar. And we would go out in the back and we would run around the yard trying to catch these butterflies in the glass jar. And we would catch the bees and we would watch the bee and the butterfly in the jar together, fighting each other. That's what we used to do. And in the evening time, we used to see fireflies. They were so plentiful. They were plentiful like the stars in the sky. You see the stars in the sky, and then you would look out and you would see all these fireflies. I mean, their little tails was just lightening them little yellow green lights. They would just lighten up the not the sky, but just lighten up the area, just lighten up the space all around, just lighten up in the air, just lighten up. You see, I mean, they were plentiful. There were so many of them. It was like they were lighting up, and it was so many of them, like the stars in the sky. You had all these fireflies. Oh, they were so beautiful. I don't even see a firefly now, and yet alone a white butterfly. And we just see all kind of beautiful butterflies back then. Don't see them now. Don't see them at all. But still, that was my childhood, and we played outside. Children don't play, and they don't know how to use your imagination. They don't know how to use their imagination. We used our imagination. We had to think. Mother used to say, God gave you a brain, you better use it. But yeah, we played outside and we had fun. So children, I hate you missed out on the fun like I had, going outside, playing with my friends and my neighbors, classmates, and all of that. But it was an enjoyable experience. It really was. And I was just sitting here thinking about how we used to play outside. It didn't matter, winter, spring, summer, fall. We played. Didn't matter about the weather. We put on them coats, put on our put on them snowsuits. We bundled up and we went out there and we played. We played. We didn't sit up in the house. No, no, no. Get outside. Go outside and play. And we couldn't run in and out. We couldn't run in and out of the house. We had to go outside. You go potty, then you go outside. Get you a drink of water. Go to the bathroom. Then you go outside. And you stayed outside. Because if you go running in and out of that house, and you want to go back out, you may not get to go back out. Oh, you stay in because you don't know how to stay out. So you just stay in and you get mad because we playing. I want to go back. Nah, you running in and out. You got to stay in. Well, that's how it was, but we had fun playing. We played all kind of games, all kind of things, jump rope. Yeah, we had fun. So y'all have a blessed day.